to get demonetized.
We're not trying to get demonetized, guys. What's up, everybody? So,
hello.
I'm actually working on. Wow. Okay, my heart stopped for a second because I get text to my computer, which, I mean, it's kind of funny. So I get text to my computer.
Oh wait, we're recording?
Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead, get started.
Me. I got all excited and I burped.
Listen,
yo,
this is the kickback, man. You get what you
get. What's good, everybody?
Hey,
I haven't done that in a while.
No, it's been a minute.
Hey,
it's kind of like Wait, hold the fuck on. What?
Wait, what?
Don't judge me on my username because this was purely an account.
To talk to my ex while he games with other women.
Oh, this was purely an account. Okay, I was gonna say, if this is purely an account, fam, go find your mans.
So yeah, man, are we just gonna get right into it now that we have an audience?
We got to, right?
Logic is coming out with an album called No Pressure, and I'm kind of excited.
I actually love that album. I've never been a Logic fan, but I actually love.
I've only liked one project by him, and it was called Under Pressure. So if the word pressure's back into it, I might like it.
Would you feel
aside from all the corny jokes that he gets and shit, I kind of like him as an artist.
The only thing that made him corny to me is when he came out. Like the first time I heard of Logic,
Suicide Prevention song.
That actually ruined him for me. That completely ruined him for me. He was corny to me. When who was he beefing with? Oh, he was beefing with Joyner Lucas, who was another dude that I thought was corny. Because the first time I had heard either of them was when they were beefing with each other.
That's like the battle of corniness.
It is.
I'm sorry. Like, I know Joyner's like a good lyricist and all that shit, but nah. Lyrical miracle, spiritual in your swimming pool.
You gotta have a better bar than that. You gotta end with a better bar than that, fam.
In your swimming pool?
In your swimming pool, yeah.
That shit's funny as hell.
But, so we got Logic. I mean, the weirdest thing to me is that he's saying that he's going to retire, which, okay. I don't believe rappers can retire, first of all.
Really?
I don't believe artists when they say they retire.
No, because he's retiring because he's going to become a father. Or he is a father, and he's going to focus on that.
I can roll with that, but
he's gonna come back. I
know
that for
everybody
sure.
comes back. Everybody.
Jay-Z came back.
Yeah, and Jay-Z arguably is doing way more than Logic, because he's got two
arguably,
kids.
It's not an argument. He is doing way more than Logic. He's arguably the greatest artist of our time.
Artist?
Well, okay, hip hop artist.
Yo, she's like, no. What the fuck you say about me? I'm about to run up. No, you're not. You don't even know where I live. Shut up.
Then he's done. What the fuck?
No, shut up, Angie. I don't even know her. Okay, so
you know her though.
I kind of know her. She started work after we went back to the house, so I don't really know who the fuck that is. I've talked to her. I've never heard her voice.
Oh, so it's just emails.
Yeah, chill.
What?
No, they came off really weird. No, but I don't know who this person is. I don't know,
But she knows about the pod, so you've told her about it.
I sent the pod to a bunch of people, so
hell yeah.
Because people
you know
Angie.
what?
Shout to Angie.
Even though we don't know you, shout out to you for listening and being on here right now.
She follows. So I did see her on Instagram, and actually, you know what? How toxic should we be? Should we judge her on? Should we judge her Instagram live?
What?
Oh, what's up, Gabby? Oh man, we got hella people here.
Yo, shout out, man.
Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all y'all for not having a damn thing.
I know I'm in the corner, but what's up, guys?
No, let's change this up because no, you not so much arm. There we go. All right, so getting into the shits. All right, cool. So getting into the shits. Logic's new album. When is it coming out?
I have no clue. I don't think there's a release date yet.
Do you believe that artists should not be releasing music during COVID?
No, I think this is the perfect time to release music.
That's what I'm saying too, because if you were gonna do anything right now, everybody's in the crib,
exactly,
or they're driving.
Yep.
They're either at home right now, or they're driving to people who are at home.
How many podcasts do you think their listenership has gone up?
Dog. The fact that we started this during all this time.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the metrics today. We have 60 unique listeners.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's fucking good.
On Spotify, Apple was like, yo, man, you need to pass her. And I was like, it's really quick.
Yeah.
It was like when you gotta like run. It's like, yo, man, I was just gonna buy something really quick. Nah, you need an ID. Nah, fam, like it's like,
yeah, I just need it.
Yo, just pass this to me right quick, man. It's just the fucking it was like that. But no, it's. I don't know. I mean, I'm never, like I said, I've never been a Logic guy, but I'm also not a hater.
I like the jokes that come with Logic, but like I've listened to his mixtapes and his first album. After that, I don't like him.
Is that like post fame? I feel like I feel like you either become Drake or Logic.
That was before the Suicide Prevention song.
I feel like the main three are like.
But bro, his fans are so loyal.
They are.
Oh my god, the loyalty that he gets from his fans is insane.
I would love to see the demographics of fans. Like, I feel that like Pusha T is like all like 30-year-old, like 40-year-old, 30, 40-year-old men.
Yeah.
I feel like Griselda's like 20, 30-year-old men.
Like, yeah, bro.
And I like, this isn't hate on Logic. I feel like Logic's audience is mostly kids, which I think works really well, actually.
It's people our age.
I think it's younger, to be honest.
Well, it's younger and people our age.
I think the reason why that works is because, like, I feel like a lot of artists you listen to in stages.
Oh, yeah.
So you listen to, like, oh, man, when I was a kid, I used to like Logic a lot. And then I found, then I got a little bit older and I found, like, Childish Gambino, for example. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I feel like you find artists like that in stages. Okay. For the most part. Like, I feel like if you were a kid now, you would hear about Travis Scott, then you'd hear about Kid Cudi.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, I feel like you'd step up to, like, eventually...
because technically his last name's Scott.
Yeah, and he talks about Cudi all the time.
You know why his last name is Scott, right?
Yeah, because he talked about it. He talked about it before. He said that because his
real name's not... Yeah, his uncle's name is Travis, and then Scott is Kid Cudi.
Well, here's the funny thing, though. Like, I think Travis Scott's name is actually, like, fucking dope. Oh, it's like Jacques LaFlame. I was like, no, I would have stuck with that.
Yeah, I would have stuck with,
Like... That's ill. Like,
that is hard.
That's why, like, my name, I was, because I'm still writing music. I'm actually, like, getting more into it because I kind of took a break from writing music. That way I could focus on, like, the podcast and all the stuff like that. So what I ended up doing was like, okay, cool. Let me take a break from that. Let me, write for the podcast. Let me write a couple articles. Like, I got one coming out tonight. I'm working on. I meant to do it last night, but I was playing Red Dead Redemption. So
it's always.
I don't even like that game. Like, really? That's so funny. I don't even like that game that much.
I've never really played it.
It's fine.
But I'm also not a gamer.
My issue with it is that, like, you have to, like, you do a mission, and then the next mission's, like, all the way on the fucking other side of the map.
And you gotta get a horse.
The only way to get there is riding a horse, and you're like, fuck. So you have to, like, in Grand Theft Auto, it was easy because you just hold the trigger, and you're just like, all right, dude, I got a fucking bike that goes 250. Like, we're good.
Exactly.
And in Red Dead, you're just, like, sitting there tapping A.
Fuck that.
And I'm like, dude, it's been 5 minutes of me just sitting here just...
And all you hear is a freaking horse.
Yeah, because there's no music, like, so it's... I don't know. So that's... If it wasn't so broad, I'd be like, alright, cool. And then I have some other games, like, issues with it that you can listen to on the Blurred Lines podcast with me and my brother.
Hey!
But, no, I guess some other... But, like... I think, like, so I took a break, but I've been, like, listening to more music recently. Like, Tony Hawk's new game is coming out next month, right? Or 2 months. I've been listening to the Tony Hawk soundtrack, like, nonstop, back to back.
I gotta listen.
Because that's what got me into music.
Yeah.
Was the Tony Hawk soundtrack. So, like, I was telling my mom the other day that, like, if it wasn't for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, my life would be so different because, like, everything I'm interested in is from that in some way.
You know what got me into 90s hip hop was freaking Street Volume 2.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, I listened to 90s hip hop growing up because, I grew up in the 90s. But,
right.
But, like, what made me appreciate it more was Street Volume 2.
Yo, when you heard They Reminisce Over You for the first
I was like, dude, what is this? Like,
those horns?
Chills, bro.
Right, dude.
Chills.
Like, I don't know, man. It's just different. Like, but just, like, listening to more punk and listening to more... Because, like, especially now's the perfect time to be a punk. Because, like, when you look at punk music and what it represents... Punk and hip-hop both. Because I honestly think that punk, hip-hop, and country are the same genre. They're just said by different people. Check this out. Punk... Well, I'll say punk and hip-hop for sure. And, okay, so punk and hip-hop, the reason why I say that they're the same genre is because if you're a poor black kid in the city, you took everything that was out there with disco and rock, and you chopped it and made it hip hop.
Okay.
If you're a poor black kid or a poor white kid, and if you're a white kid that's going through the same shit, and you're out, like you're further out, you took all your dad's like old like Led Zeppelin and shit, and you were like, fuck that, we're doing something different with it. It was a response to the genre.
I guess when you put it that way, yeah.
So for me, like, it's two people that are saying the same thing, it's just different ways. And then country and hip hop is like, if you were in this city and you were talking about the struggle, you were a rapper. If you're in the country and you're talking about your struggle, you're Willie fucking Nelson. Now, has that changed in recent years? Yeah, because everything's gotten so commercial that like I didn't realize, but like Travis Scott is a kid from the suburbs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he went to the suburbs. Like, he was he was in the hood, but like, it's hip hop's not as exclusively hood as it once was.
Yeah,
which is good for people.
Thanks
like
to Kanye.
Thanks to Kanye, yeah, for sure. Because I mean, Kanye for sure, and then that's why I say like, if it wasn't for Kanye, Eminem.
Of course, we brought up Kanye. Like, what? How many minutes?
Fuck you guys. We went like 30 minutes last time we talking about Kanye. We went like what? It's probably not even 10 minutes.
No, not even.
I was 11. Okay, 11 good. Yeah, no, we'll be
good.
all right.
We're good.
But no, like I think part of that is for the better. I don't think the commercialization is for the better. But I do think that every artist having a chance to speak and say something is good. Mm-hmm. But I mean, not all of it's for me. But like, you don't have Logic if you don't have suburban kids doing hip hop.
Logic's from the fucking hood, bro.
Everything I've heard. See, this is.
He's not from the suburbs at all.
Somebody told me that he was from the burbs, but I wonder if because he's from DC, right? Or Maryland. I think he's from Maryland.
He's from Maryland, yeah.
So somebody told me he was okay. Somebody told me that he was from the burbs because he was in Maryland and not DC. Well, I don't know shit about Logic.
Okay, my thing is, I think maybe when he turned into it, when he became a teen, he went to the suburbs with like his friends.
Oh, that makes sense.
But his parents and shit are from the hood, and he grew up in the hood.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Shout out to Logic.
Yeah. Shout out to Logic. Exactly.
But that's the thing that's kind of weird to me is that like it's so. Because he seems like a Vanilla Ice type guy, and then you find out like
he just spit, bro. He's got bars.
No. What I mean by that is like Vanilla Ice, like he told everyone he was from the hood for so long, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever, and they just gave it a pass. And now I think hip hop just kind of looks at people a little funny.
Vanilla Ice is like Metal Militia.
Yeah. You know how mad I was when I saw Metal Militia like riding for Trump, and then I thought about it some more, and I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, it does.
I was like.
But shout out to Vanilla Ice for being in that movie with Adam Sandler. That's fucking hilarious.
What movie?
That's My Boy, I think that's what it's called. With Andy Samberg, dude. That's like top 5 for me. I love that fucking
Shout out
movie.
to Vanilla Ice for making a new metal remix to Ice Ice Baby for Chuck Liddell to come out of in a UFC fight. Yeah, you haven't seen that video? It's insane.
Of course
it's absolutely insane. It makes no sense. Especially because the Tap Out crew is like, this is the Iceman, the Iceman. It's fucking weird. And that's not Chuck Liddell's style at all. Bro, we're watching that shit later.
Okay, we're watching that weird. After.
It's fucking weird. So let's see who's still in the chat, because we can talk shit about people now. Your ex-lover in 94. Hey, shout out to anyone who was born in 1994. Yeah, so he keeps texting about it. He keeps texting. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, I blew up your phone with all the text. Sorry, it's called advertising.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I'm talking mad shit to this person that I barely know.
Nah.
And, like,
we're just
mad aggressive.
We're just fucking with you.
Yeah, no. We appreciate it. We appreciate
the viewership.
Here's the thing about Twitch, too. I appreciate anyone who came on Twitch, because I know 2 of these people already didn't have a Twitch. Well, one of them we found out why. It was to talk to her ex, which, like, cool.
Facts.
And the other person, I can't believe that she has a Twitch. Rob, I definitely believe has a Twitch.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Rob definitely had a Twitch before that.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, Rob definitely had a Twitch.
How did you know about it? Did you tell him?
Yeah. I reconnected with Rob because we used to be, like, as close as me and you were in high school, me and Rob were just as close.
Yeah.
Like, we used to, you two were my best friends. And, we kind of just lost connection.
I'm your best friend?
Yeah, come on, dude. But yeah, we lost connection just because I don't know, like just people lose connection. And like to be real, the only reason you and me are still cool is because we live around the corner.
Yeah, and like you always see me outside.
Hell yeah.
Well, I don't do that anymore, but
because we're in here doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a note that you went live. Yeah, see, because you follow me. Yeah, hell yeah, Rob.
Shout out.
LMAO, my ex wanted me to make one. I can't handle my life. Shout out to you, Angie.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to Angie. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. But no, so like me and Rob used to be like really, really close, and like I followed him on Instagram because I found him. Mm-hmm. And shout out to the internet, and I mean that because like I found friends of mine from like 5th grade that I knew. So I found Rob on Instagram, and a lot of the stuff that he's doing, like he's doing a lot of creative stuff. And so I was like, cool, that's an aspect that I really haven't explored is like storytelling, and I want to I have a couple ideas for games because I have like all these worlds in my head that I want to work on. And like the one world in my head that I'm really working on is like, it's weird. Okay, first of all, it's nerdy as all fuck, but it's like all the animals and creatures that you'd see from like Lord of the Rings type shit, but if they lived in the future. Mm-hmm. So, like, that was something I was talking to him about, and that's something I'd written. Like, a lot of them were, like, superhero ideas, and, like, yo, what if vampire... Like, the one of them that I was really looking at, too, because I played the shit out of Mafia 3, which is 1960s New Orleans. And I was like, damn, that'd be badass if, like, you had all these, like, werewolves and vampires that were, like, in the Mafia. Like, how would that go? Weird shit. Like, I'm into weird shit, bro. So, like, pause. But, like, just that kind of thing. And, like, so I hit Rob up. And we've been, like, kind of going, like, here and there because we're all busy somehow. In a pandemic, we're all still busy somehow. Because we're creatives.
That's how it works.
But no, we've been talking here and there just, over the past couple of weeks, just, like, kind of getting back into things. So it's, like, when he popped up as a follower, and I was like, hell yeah, like, I fucking love Rob.
Yeah. Shout out Rob, man.
Yeah, dude. So, yeah, when the world stops ending, we gotta fucking do something together.
If people just start wearing masks.
Yeah, wear fucking masks, guys.
Wear fucking masks. Oh, and by the way, I said all lives matter last podcast. I meant to say all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. That's what I meant to say, but I had a stroke.
I felt what you meant because in context it made sense.
I didn't realize what I was saying.
But at the same time,
that's what I meant.
But here's the funny thing, because I know you, and I know for the past 2 days you've been like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, fuck.
Exactly. That's why I had to let that out.
What else were we going to talk about today? So we got Logic. Oh, shit. I had one. Ah, damn it. Oh, we have like a couple topics actually. So this is one I thought of before I left. What your favorite albums? All right, plays. Girl just got home. Oh, all right. Rob's got a girl. Oh, Rob always had a girl.
Shout out, Rob.
Yeah, Rob always had a girl. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Be good, Rob. Be easy.
Safe, bro.
Enjoy the grocery store, man. That's where we're going. The grocery store. So, your favorite albums or the artists that you thought were gonna blow up.
Oh shit. Chitty Bang.
He's coming back. Like the one dude, like the rapper's coming back.
Is he?
Yeah, he's trying to, but like
he's not gonna have the same.
This is the hardest time to come back as an artist, dude.
Yeah,
because you can't tour worth shit.
Nope, and you're not gonna make any money off fucking streaming right now.
No, you can't tour worth a damn.
Unless you're like The Weeknd or something.
This is what I was telling my brother the other day. You're not mysterious enough to be a hermit. I'm like, you're not famous enough to be a loner.
Who, me? Or?
No, my brother. Because he was like, dude, I just don't really want to talk to people. I'm like, you're not famous enough to do that. You have to be famous, and then you can just leave.
And then become a hermit. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're famous, because when you're not famous and you're like don't talk to anybody, you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
But when you're famous and you don't talk to anybody, you're eccentric. Like you're Frank Ocean then.
That's true.
So like, you're not famous enough. That's all. But I feel like there's a couple artists that I think could make a comeback, like a full comeback right now. Ludacris. Like, if he's like, yo, fuck this, we going back into music. Like, Ludacris could do that. I think Drake is one of the few guys that could retire and then come back.
Yeah.
When was the last time he made an album? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, this dude's the most famous person in the world, hasn't made an album in, like, 5 years. Mm-hmm. Like, now, to me, the album thing doesn't really matter because he's not really an album guy. Like, I would be completely cool in that ever having another Drake album because I know he's gonna come out with at least one song a month. So like, what's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between 12 songs a year and one song a month?
There is no difference.
That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, there's no
same concept.
He never. And the thing is, like at least Kendrick Lamar did albums where he had like a story that he was telling.
Yeah.
Like especially like Drake was never that guy, but that's not a bad thing. It's just he never really was that dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like comparing like, well, you know, Pink Floyd did this, and then you know Led Zeppelin. Yeah, but they're two different bands that are doing two completely different things. So like. And this is the guy who doesn't even like Drake, and I'm backing up Drake right now. But, like, when I did that article and I did that research and I realized that Drake was the dude that, like, yo, I'm going to kill features. I'm going to have a feature of fucking everybody who's famous. I knocked that down, like, 40 times last time.
No, I don't care.
But, like, I'm going to have a feature with everybody who's famous. I'm going to go ahead and put some of my favorite sounding music on. And I'm going to absolutely destroy the summer every year because I'm going to have 3 songs in the summer.
Yep.
2 of those are going to be features. And one of them, somebody's going to jump on a feature with me. And honestly, I'm going to get Future on this shit so you know everybody's going to listen to it in the club. Like, yeah, no, that makes sense. You know, so...
Sorry, I got to tell my dad to not forget my backpack because I left it at work.
Did Future remind you of your dad or, like...
No, I just came up in my head. Yeah, Future reminded me of my dad.
Toxic boy.
Toxic, hey.
No, but I mean, so Chitty Bang is definitely one of those dudes. But I mean, I hope he comes back. I really, really do. I hope he like really, because I think he's gonna be a lot like the cool kids. I don't think he's ever gonna get like that spot back where he like, because he had hits, bro. Like he had hits that you don't see from rappers very often.
No, he did. They had like crazy run.
The kind of hits that he had were like Hyundai Elantra hits, where you're seeing the like his music in like commercials and shit.
Yep.
Like that's a hard hit for a rapper to get.
No, do you think he went platinum off those singles?
Platinum? I don't know.
Maybe one single. I don't know which ones were popular because I never really listened to Shitty Bang like that. I tried to, but it was too like...
It's poppy. It's super poppy.
Yeah.
It's super poppy, but it felt kind of authentic. He's got some good... His album was good, but like he had like 14 songs, and like 3 of them I was like, these are hits. Mm-hmm. So like that's not enough anymore.
No, it's not. You have to have like a whole album full of...
That's why Kanye's thing... it's been another 11 minutes. That's why Kanye's strategy of like, yo, we're only making 7 songs.
Yeah.
That's why it worked. Because, like, yo, like, if we have 7 songs, all of them are going to be hits.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a single weak link on
yeah, but my thing is, this is my problem. As Kanye, how do you fuck up a Nas album? Did you like that Nas album?
I didn't listen to it.
I listened to it. It didn't sound like... Well, because Nas is notorious for being horrible at picking beats.
I think that's how you ruin it.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because, and this is... Fuck it, sad boys. When you've never had anything good, you don't know how to take it. Like when you've never had anything good before, you're like, hold the fuck on. Like I think Kanye would fuck up an Eminem album. I really do.
Yeah.
I really, really do, because Eminem can spit, but
those are 2 completely different worlds.
Not only that, but I mean that's why fucking Moon Man in Shady was weird, but
it worked.
Eminem's not good at picking beats either. Plus, Eminem likes those rock beats. Like,
yeah,
he needs to just hang out with Rick Rubin.
Yeah, facts.
Like that's his lane. But like, I don't even know who do you even. Okay, you know who I can see pulling a good Nas verse out is Premier.
Oh yeah,
I can see Premier having a really, really good Nas
for album. Sure, bro.
You're from the kind of the same area. You got the same region. You know when like how each other came up. I think that's probably the best one
for sure, dude.
I think Kanye, like, that's why that Kanye Dr. Dre, I was like, I'm interested. But what interests me
wasn't Wash Us in the Blood with Dr. Dre? Yeah.
But I don't know what he did. Did he just, from what I heard.
He might have mixed it.
Yeah, from what I heard, that's all he did. Which, like, that's cool that Dr. Dre mixed it, but I feel like you didn't need Dr. Dre to mix something by Kanye. I feel like.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like Dre, but I've always said this, that I feel like Dre's a better executive producer than he is like a beat maker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Diddy is a way better producer than a rapper. Like, it's not even close.
Well, he's not a rapper. He gets ghostwriters. He can't rap.
No, he can't rap, but that's fine because you're a fucking.
It's Diddy.
executive.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Well, and that's what I was talking to my brother about, like, Wildin' Out, which we're not talking about Nick Cannon because you talking about shit though. But, like, we're not talking about Nick Cannon here, but, like,
Talking about some stupid shit at that point.
my brother.
Because that shit came out a year ago.
It was a year ago?
Yeah. I just found that out, that it was a year ago.
Plus, when you look at what he said, it was basically, like, which, this is what we were taught, at least in my church. The Shemites, which is where the name Semitic comes from, like, Shem was a son of Noah that went down to Africa. So he is basically saying, like, we are those people. Like, we are the chosen people, which, like, to me is like, listen, I'm not Jewish, so I can't explain why something is or isn't offensive to a Jewish person. I would never do that. But when he puts it like that, it doesn't seem like something that you can fire somebody over. But again, I'm not Jewish, so I might. But I was telling my mom today, like, listen, that's why black ownership is so important. Is because if you work for somebody else and you offend that person because of you, like, you need to own your own media. And this is for anybody. Like, and I'm not excusing hate speech, but I think there's a reason why Diddy was like, yo, come over to Revolt. We'll just handle this. Which I'd actually like to see. I think that...
but was he really... Was it even hate speech? I didn't even hear it. I don't know.
As someone who's not Jewish, who only read the snippets, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't even listen to it, so
Did
I
it seem... To me, from the outside looking in, who has no... I don't... Here's the thing, too. You remember that one time where we talked about how we really don't have gay friends?
Yeah.
But, like, it's not because we have beef. It's just, like, where we live, we just don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just not in our lane. Like, that's just not... Like, that's kind of how it is with, like, Jewish people. It's not that I have beef. I don't know any Jewish people.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Jewish people are in Arizona. I don't know how many Jewish people are into basketball and sneakers. And I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot more in New York, actually. I'm sure New York is, like...
For sure.
I'm sure New York, LA, Chicago, like, I'm kind of like gay people, honestly. But, like... I just don't know. I don't know. So I couldn't answer that one way or another. I'm not Jewish. My dad's not Jewish. My mom's not Jewish. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I can tell you about black culture, Swedish culture, Hawaiian culture, and a little bit of Asian culture. That's what I can tell you about. I can't tell you about anything else. So for me personally, I was like, listen, I understand why CBS made that decision, especially if they're owned by a Jewish dude. You probably don't even want that anywhere in your network.
Yeah.
You probably don't even want the hint of that. I completely understand. I completely 1000% understand. Jewish community in Paradise Valley is very large.
Oh.
When was the last time you went to Paradise Valley? Like,
yeah, that's
I've
true.
never been actually, no. Paradise Valley are my church, the old church I used to go to was there. And they have a fire burger place right next to PV High School.
Okay.
That's the last time I went to Paradise Valley.
PV, last time I went to PV was when Spencer worked at T-Mobile. And I just went there to say what's up to him. That was the last time I went to PV Mall.
That's not even, like... So I wouldn't know. That's why I'm saying, like, but to me, if I ran that company and I had somebody that was saying kind of, like, shit that was kind of slick...
Yeah.
I'd be like, listen, dude.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And plus, you don't know what he was saying behind the scenes. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know. But that's not even the point. Because... Actually, and here's my theory, honestly. I feel that people are, ever since Deshaun Jackson said what he said, I feel that people are going out. Like, you know who James Gunn is, right? He made Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sure.
So James Gunn is a
I know
director.
Guardians of the Galaxy is.
Yeah. So when Roseanne got fired, like, a bunch of right-wing people dug up like tweets on, what's his name? Dug up James Gunn's tweets, and he made, like, a bunch of rape jokes. Which, listen, for us personally, and this is, I hate when people say this. People are like, oh, well, that's how young men talk. Listen, me and Richi, 26, 27, have we made jokes about rape before? Yes.
We might have, yeah.
When we were, like, 16, 17, when we were in high school.
Very ignorant.
Yes.
When we were very ignorant.
When we, like, I only use that word when I'm talking about that word.
Yeah.
So for me personally, it's like, hold on, I'm 26.
Yeah, when I'm
Don't say young men are doing this when it's like, no, you have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like, for me personally, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And like what I was telling, because I coach, and what I tell a bunch of the kids is like, listen, you're growing up with the internet. You should know. You should know. Oh, I was hacked. Nah, dude. We've been hearing that excuse for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been hearing that excuse for 10 years, and you're 12 years old. You should know. If you grew up with the internet and with social media, there is no excuse for you to say some foul shit online.
Facts.
Because you know.
You could lose a lot of things.
And you know that, like, oh, I was hacked or I was misinterpreted. Nah, bro. I'm not hearing that anymore. And, like, now with a journalist, okay, cool. I can roll with that because I've seen that before, too. But if I was ever misquoted, I'm immediately going to Twitter. No, this is what I said.
Yeah.
Like, this podcast, yo, I just found out because I was looking at it today. All our shit's live. So people are like, oh, you said this. Cool, pull it up.
Yeah.
If I said something that's offensive, I can explain it. Or, hey, man, I'm sorry, I was out of pocket. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, facts.
So, but, to me, that's just kind of what I'm seeing is, anyway, so James Gunn, they found a bunch of, like, dirt on him, and he got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why we haven't seen another one.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got rehired because people were like, fam, these are like 7-year-old tweets. Which, again, to me, listen, I don't care how old they were. There's certain things that I'm not fucking with. Because you said them at one point. Now, can people change? Yes. At the same time, do I give a shit about this director enough to be like if that was you, and you were saying the shit like that, or if I was like, you know, like, or Jacob, if he was saying shit, I'd be like, yo, dude, what the fuck is this about?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, man, look,
I'd call you out on it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, I was 14, I was this, I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Or, all right, nah, sorry. Like, we can't bring you in. But it feels like they're going after... It feels like... Because I wonder who pulled this up. Like you said, it's a year old.
Mm-hmm.
And from all I saw, it was like a bunch of conservative people that were, like, bringing this up. Because Steven Jackson, when they asked him about the whole thing, which, like, why are you asking the face of another, like... They have the last name. That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Same last name. So, like, I feel that people... Like, this was people's... I feel like what people are doing now is using one person's ignorance to justify why Black Lives Matter is a fraud.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, stop doing that. Because you're taking one person's ignorant sayings and you're completely spreading them across everything. That's not right. You can't do that. You can't, well, see, Black Lives Matter is a fraud because they hate, hold on. This dude never affiliated himself with Black Lives Matter. Don't do that. That's different than somebody who's like an avowed, if like you see guys who are like on the conservative side, you see guys who are on the liberal side who are like, listen, this is what I believe and this is what I'm going to say. This is who I'm affiliated with.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see cops who wear their badge proudly and say wild shit at a Trump rally.
Right.
And you're like, yo, hold on.
KKK members, man.
Exactly. And at the same time, we've seen Hillary Clinton say at Democratic debates that black children are super predators. Yeah, no, this is like probably like 08, 09. Yeah, fam. There's a reason why nobody fucked with Hillary.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. There's a reason why nobody fucked with Hillary. But like that's the thing is like, hold on. We've seen people who say I'm affiliated with this group, and this is what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not really afraid of having like, listen, my name is Braven. I represent I am Starving Artist. This is what we believe. Because at a certain point, I feel like there's no wrong side of history if I say, listen, I am pro-black. I am pro-women. I am pro-minority, ethnic and sexual. That's what I am pro. I'm pro-immigrant. Like pro-immigrant. I feel like if somebody's like, well, you say you're pro-immigrant, you say you're pro-immigrant. What's that mean? It means exactly what I said.
Mm-hmm.
It means I'm pro-immigrant.
Exactly.
You know.
There's no other way around it.
Right. Exactly.
That's it.
That's why I think it's dope that like Starving Artists, and I wasn't even, the craziest thing, bro, is I wasn't even trying like thinking like, yo, I need a diverse group. I wasn't even thinking like that. I was like, Richi's my best friend. Oh wait, Richi's got a dude named Jacob. All right, cool. Let's talk to Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even meant to be like, oh man, I need one brown dude, 2 brown dudes, and an immigrant, and we'll be good. It wasn't meant to be like that.
No, that's just how it came out.
Yeah. So like to me, like that's, I don't know, that's that whole thing, but I have no idea how I got on that rant.
Hey, that's how it works. This is what the kickback's about.
Yeah. Fuck, I had something else too. But yeah, Nick Cannon, go to Revolt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was it. But my brother was talking about how like he's not a fan of Wildin' Out. I was like, that's fine.
I love Wildin' Out.
I've watched a couple episodes and like some of it's kind of good, but like
I've been watching it since it came out, like in 06, 07, bro. Like no joke, I've been watching it that long.
But like what I was telling my brother is that like, yo, I'm not the biggest Diddy fan, but I'm still gonna support Revolt just for what it stands for.
Yep.
I like Jesus and Mero. Would love to see him on Revolt.
That'd be dope.
They're talking about doing HBCU basketball and football games on Revolt.
Damn.
That'd be awesome. Now, my only issue with that is like, yo, that's a lot of infrastructure to stream live sports, especially since Revolt's based in New York and like the northernmost historically black college is in Delaware. Mm-hmm. So you gotta go to the South every week and like, hey, if Revolt Sports happens, fuck yeah, I'm all in. It's gonna take a lot of infrastructure though. That's a lot of,
exactly.
That's a lot of commentary you're gonna need. That's a lot, but I don't know. It's exciting.
But I think Diddy could do it.
I think he could too. I think
his team could do it.
You know what Diddy's strongest, well, what his biggest strength is? His connections, bro.
Oh my god.
He knows everyone.
Yep.
He knows him. That's why we were talking about this in the car earlier, but that's why the East Coast West Coast beef is like, looking back, it's a little bit silly because like, holy shit, Puff and Dre. Like, listen, I get Suge Knight. Suge Knight's crazy, but like, dog.
Puff and Dre that'd be good.
I don't know who beats that team. If Puff and Dre team up, you've got the money from Diddy and you've got the just sheer musical talent
of Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Like, if Dr. Dre is the EP for Biggie's albums, dog, like, what are you missing?
That'd be nuts.
What, you're not like
imagine Biggie on like freaking West Coast beats. That would be nuts.
I'm imagining him over
Still Dre.
No, not even Still Dre. I'm imagining him over like what's that? 1, 2, 3 to the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door.
Why can't I think of the name right now?
I can't fucking think of the name.
Why can't I think of the name?
Just so back on up. Snoop Dogg about to rip shit up. Think a whole fucking verse first.
Give me the microphone first, so I could bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together. Now you know you in trouble.
Ain't nothing but G thing. Ain't nothing but G thing, baby. Yes, finally. But like, oh my god, him and Snoop over that beat. Come on,
that'd
dog.
Be nuts, bro.
Come on. And honestly, like looking back at like a bunch of the East Coast rappers, I don't really want to hear Biggie and Tupac so much as like Pac and Mobb Deep.
Yeah, even though they were beefing.
Yeah, like Pac and Mobb Deep, Pac and Gangstar, dog.
Bro, speaking of Pac, there was this really faded Pac shirt that I almost bought for $40, but you could barely see Tupac. It's him like doing this.
Is that him with the glasses?
No, it's not with the glasses. It was just him doing this.
Yo, this is why Tupac, Ja Rule. Like, Tupac accidentally birthed a whole genre of, like, shirt-off rappers.
Yeah. I got a Biggie one right now.
Biggie never had a shirt off.
Nah. Oh, no, I thought you meant like, the rapper shirts. My bad.
No.
The rap tees.
No, fam. Yo, that's the problem with hip-hop these days. I can't think of a single rapper's face that would look good on, like, a 90s-style rapper's tee.
Travis Scott. He'd have some cool shit. Kid Cudi.
I'm absolutely shocked.
I can see Ye.
I can see Ye. Yeah, but here's the thing: is like some of these people had like their faces were iconic. Like Tupac. Like the illest design that I've seen for Pac was where was I? Was I in LA? I think I was in LA. And it was just like you know those like silhouette faces.
Yeah.
It was just bandana, nose ring, and beard,
that's hard.
And that's it. And I was like. Dog, like I can't think of a single rapper he could just boil like maybe XXXTentacion,
like
maybe
the new
Rick
guys,
Ross,
the new guys,
yeah, maybe
Trippie
Rick
Redd.
Ross, Trippie Redd for sure, yeah. Rick Ross, you just have sunglasses and a beard,
yeah,
but like Action maybe,
just the beard and the freaking hair, like yeah, maybe the face tattoo or the head tattoo. Like a side profile.
That's actually what I've been seeing more of is like just face tattoos on the shirt, which is ill.
That's hard.
Oh wait,
like a Nipsey one. A Nipsey one would be
Nipsey
sick.
One would be crazy. Nipsey you could do. Yeah, Nipsey you could do. Nipsey to me is The wildest thing about Nipsey to me is that like I swear, I legit think this sometimes, actually, too. You know, fuck, I'll go on this ledge. I legit think that Tupac reincarnated twice. I think it was Tupac, Kendrick, Nipsey.
Okay.
But, like, when I say reincarnated, I just think that, like...
There's two different versions of them.
Yeah. I think that there's, like, some sort of spirit of just... I think certain people just have that spirit that catches on to people.
I would have thought you said Snoop Dogg more for Nipsey.
Yo, when I listen to what Nipsey says... And
well, yeah, for sure.
To what Tupac
it sounds just like
dog.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying is that like
that's true.
That's why, because my brother was talking to me. My brother's not as huge of a hip hop fan as I am. Like I'm like, yo, let's like
your little
music
brother?
Is my shit. Yeah, legend.
Yeah.
He's not as into it. Like he has his favorite artist that he kind of sticks to, and then every now and then he'll venture out when he finds an artist that's similar to them. But
he's very comfortable.
Yeah, which is fine because he's more of like a movie guy. Like
he likes movies more. I get it. Yeah.
His preferred art form is different.
Yeah.
But we were talking about we were talking about somebody, some West Coast artist. I think you just said him actually. But like every now and then he'll ask me to like explain something in hip hop to him. Like, hey, why is this guy a big deal? Why is this guy a big deal? Oh, that's what it was. He's like, if Pac and Biggie were alive today, who would they be?
KRS-One.
Big would be Jay-Z.
Yeah, Big would be definitely be Jay-Z.
Big would be Jay-Z.
Tupac would be
Ice Cube.
Yeah, one of the biggest.
I can see Tupac kind of being that.
One of the biggest activists. I think he'd be. I think a huge activist.
I think Tupac would be. I think if you looked at Tupac today, it would say, if you looked at his Wikipedia, it would say rapper, actor, activist.
Yeah.
And I think if you looked at Biggie's, it would say rapper,
one of the greatest
businessman.
lyricists on earth.
I think he'd be a businessman. I really do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I really
he'd
do.
Be really, yeah.
But it's funny because like that's so New York and that's so LA.
Mm-hmm.
Like in New York, everybody like I can't think of a single New York rapper that didn't go into business at some point. And I can't think of a single LA rapper who hasn't tried acting.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just different. It's like two different ideas. Which I mean, that's what we were talking about. Is that, like, I really honestly think that you look at Tupac, you would have seen Ice Cube maybe like 3 years earlier. Because he was doing both already.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of wonder if that's kind of what Drake wanted to be for a while. That dude who was in Juice, but also making all this other shit, and it's just
it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, I mean,
but I still think Drake's a great actor.
I was watching the video for Hold On, We're Going Home, which, holy shit, you want me to cry at a song. Yo, I just realized we've never gotten a Drake Frank Ocean song.
Do we really want that, though?
Oh, dude, Sad Boys all day. Are you serious? Marvin, imagine it's Marvin's Room,
if it's that kind of vibe.
Or Hold On, We're Going Home, with a little bit of Frank, like some biking Frank. Dog.
Okay, that'd be...
Yeah, see?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
If Drake ever goes back to that flow.
He just needs to be sad again.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's like The Weeknd. Like, I feel bad for saying this, but like when when I saw that video of Weeknd just kind of brushing his nose and looking just faded as fuck with like 6 supermodels walking into a picture, I was like, yo, we're about to get some fire.
Yeah. No, that album was good.
What was it? My Dark Melancholy? I think that's the one that he...
No, that's not the one.
That's the one I saw.
No, the one that just came out. I can't think of the name for some reason.
After Hours.
After Hours, there we go.
It's a little poppy.
It's not memorable in my opinion, but I like it.
Flashing Lights sounds fantastic. Yo, I need him to just do 80s music for the rest of his career.
No, I want Trilogy Weekend back. It's never gonna happen, but
can we get some sad 80s music?
Yeah. He makes really good 80s music.
He does. That's the funny thing.
That album was really good.
That synth is insane. Like, whoever's doing the synth is nuts.
You know what? I might have to go back to it tonight.
I need to like finish it. That's my thing. I haven't been finishing albums.
I listened to it like three times all the way through.
Yeah. Okay. Because he's telling a story on that, isn't he?
I think so. It's not about prostitutes anymore.
I feel like Weeknd.
Did you ever listen to Kissland?
I did.
I love that album.
Was about. Yeah.
It was basically about prostitutes. And
well, here's the thing with Weeknd. I feel like Weeknd is definitely not with prostitutes. I feel like he's with escorts.
Escorts, yeah, whatever, same, yeah.
Totally.
It's not the same concept.
Also,
Sorry, that sounded really ignorant of me, but
shout out to sex workers.
Yeah, shout out to sex workers.
Like, shout out to sex workers. Protect sex workers.
Yes.
LGBT, trans, whatever. Like, protect sex workers. But no, like, I feel like some rappers definitely rap about, like, prostitutes.
Yeah, for sure,
and then
bro.
I feel like some rappers are like, no, man.
Escorts.
These are escorts.
Yep.
Awful segue. No, speaking of rappers who definitely talk about prostitutes, you see who Quavo's with?
Sweetie, you didn't know that?
No.
I've known that for a while,
How the fuck did I find out on GQ?
That shit's hard, though. That cover.
That photo shoot's nuts.
That photo shoot was nice.
Yeah, it was. I was like, yo. Quavo out here. Yo, I don't know how they dress so well. I don't even know if they dress well, because half the time they be looking like pirates.
Nah, bro, the Migos got swag.
Sometimes I think like, yo, they dress really, really well. Then sometimes I'm like, yo, these niggas look like the Three Musketeers. Then sometimes I'm like, yo, that's a hard fit though.
Yeah, right? At the same time, it's still a hard fit.
Like, yo, I feel like when you're walking up with a Versace blouse, that thing was damn near a blouse. Some True Religion jeans, which
bro, I can't wait till I get to that level of fame where I could wear Versace like that.
Shout out to Jorge Masvidal, except for the Trump part.
Yeah, no shout out to the Trump part. Because he's been liking Trump's tweets. And
shout
I'm like,
out
why
to
are you
him,
liking his tweets?
Shout out to him for rolling up in a Versace robe and a backwards hat.
Yeah.
That's, alright, I was like, okay.
That's peak awesomeness.
That's super Miami, too.
Oh, yeah, that's super Miami. With his hair all up and shit.
Like, yo, let me get this pink robe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, do you have a white suit and a pink shirt for me? That's some Miami shit. That's why I think my favorite thing about cities like that is like, for some people, that's Miami, like, is basically just living
Miami's
like,
super flamboyant.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yo, like, I didn't realize how flamboyant Miami was until I was watching The U. You ever seen that documentary? It's on ESPN Plus. It's fire. It's about the University of Miami football team. Dog, I actually did this. Oh, man, fuck. I'm so mad that we don't have football this year for the kids I was coaching. Dog, they actually... So this is how flash Miami is. This year, or like 2 years ago, they have this thing called a turnover chain. And so if you ever get a pick or a fumble, you get to wear this chain until the next time you go on the field.
Yeah.
Dog, this shit is like a 24 karat, 100 diamond encrusted logo of the U from the University of Miami. Mm-hmm. And they just got a new one this year that's a pelican. It's a fucking pelican. It's what like their logo, dude? Like their mascot, the pelican. It's like that fucking big. And I was like, yo, what football player is wearing that shit? Like, just on the sidelines. Like, when they brought it out, it got a bigger cheer than the actual start of the game did.
Really?
So, like, they walked out the turnover chain first, and they had, like, smoke and shit for it. They opened it up. Like, they had a whole reveal for it.
That's fucking
and
hilarious.
Then the players ran out. I was like, yo, that's swag.
That is.
Like, that, come on. But I did that for my kids the other day, or last year. Every time they got a pick, they got to wear this this big ass gaudy dollar bill chain that I found at Party City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so bro, they loved it.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
I almost got kicked out of a few games, but I mean, I did get kicked out of a game the year before because I cussed out a ref. Yeah, I'm that dude.
Damn, you are that dude.
I'm that dude.
Holy shit.
I feel like that's one thing. I'm like, if I ever have kids, my kids are gonna be so fucking competitive. Because, like, people don't really see it as much with me anymore because I'm not in that lane like I used to be. Like, I'm not... this chick the other day, she was like... Because I told her, I'm like, yo, I'm doing Pilates, I'm doing yoga. And she's like, what do you want? I was like, yo, I used to run track, and I used to play basketball, and I used to be fucking good at both. And I miss being fast, and I miss being able to jump. Because I was dunking. I was putting down... I almost put down 360 one time. Off 1 foot. So, I was like, I can jump. But I just got hurt. And then I put on weight. So now I'm like, yo, if I can get back up to that level, dog, fuck.
And bro, I want to do it, but eating McDonald's is not going to help.
No, it's not. But like, dude, I'm telling you, bro, you got to try Pilates. I'm telling you. I'll send you somebody tonight because like you can do it in here.
Yeah, no, I know
it's just like body weight. And it's not even like crazy body weight shit. It's like the thing that she had us do today was like holding a leg up. And then like with your hips, you're just rocking up and down. And like it teaches you how to like tighten your body together, like your core, like for me personally, like I have a weak core. I didn't realize this. I have a weak core, so like my back and my stomach, like they've always been like kind of weak. Whereas like my chest, my arms, my legs, fuck dog. It's just my core. That's how I was always getting hurt. It's because pinched nerve, like pulled hamstring. It was always because I had a weak core. So like strengthening my core, like I've noticed, like I said, up straighter, like everything is like tightening up to the point where my brother today was like, he said some dumb shit. He was like, "Hey man, have you been working out?" Which like, shut the fuck up. You've seen me work out. For like, we live together, dude. Like, what do you mean, have you been working out? Shut up. And so I was like, yeah, dude. Like, yes, I've been working out. He goes, because you carry your weight different now. So right then I'm like, listen, bro, I'll fight you.
I'll fight you.
He's like, yeah, you used to look like kind of fat, and now you look like, I mean, you look and I'm like, listen, bro, like we can throw these hands, dog.
You're taking this a little too far, buddy.
I'm like, listen, like square up, man. Like I still got power, and my hands are still quick, man. Like, what's up? And he was basically what he was trying to say, but I mean, fuck, dude. What he was trying to say was like, your weight, like he's like you're not, like you're thinning out, but you're also putting on muscle. And I'm like, that's the fucking goal. You kidding me? I'm trying to bust out these fucking basketball jerseys, dog.
Same, bro. I'm trying to wear that Liz Cambridge fucking jersey. With
shout out to Liz Cambridge, because I saw a picture of her the other day and I was like, yo, alright, she is pretty bad.
I've been telling you.
Well, the thing is, like, this is kind of why women are at a disadvantage. I've never seen a woman who other women, let's say, look attractive during a sport or a game or whatever they're doing. Mm-hmm. I've seen women say that, like, men look attractive during that. But women, like, you got to have your hair pulled back. You got to have, you're not wearing
this
makeup.
And that, yeah.
So then, like, when you see him, you're like, oh. Like my mom has a huge crush on Cristiano Ronaldo because, of course, she does. But at the same time, like, he looks the same.
Yeah.
Like, when, of course, like, a photo shoot, he looks different. But, like, yo, when he's playing football, soccer, he looks the same. Mm-hmm. Like, LeBron James, when he's jumping from the goddamn free throw line.
I can't believe he's still able to do that at his age. Actually, I mean, I kind of am, but...
Some people are like, yo, well, he's doing steroids. Other people are like, yo, I don't give a shit.
I don't care if he's doing steroids.
He probably is.
Yeah, he
and,
probably
like, who cares?
Right now, he probably is.
Do you know how many players are smoking weed right now?
Oh, my God. Disgusting amount are, dude.
I want, like, you know how mad I'd be if an NFL player was, like, smoking Reggie?
Dude, you got all this money. You can't be smoking Reggie.
I feel like, well, here's the thing that I feel that the NBA should just legalize it now because honestly, like, yo, it's legal.
They've legalized everything else.
It's legal in California.
They've allowed everything else.
Bro, here's the thing about weed in the NBA. Like, half your fucking league is from California.
Yep.
Half your fucking teams are in California.
Yep.
Yo, Sacramento, San Francisco, LA, and LA. You got 4 teams in the state of California. Like, name any star, and they're probably from LA. Like, James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
How does the rule count if they have the medical card? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know how that works either.
Well, one person was like, "Well, the only reason the NBA doesn't have more steroids is because they don't test for it." Which I'm like,
okay.
I don't like.
Dude, that in baseball are a sport that I don't care if they do steroids.
Because they're not hitting each other?
Yeah.
Fair. Plus, like, I've gotten more into baseball recently because I just realized that
Me too, man. Like, before everything happened, like, I was watching it a little more, and I'm like, this is really interesting.
Yeah. That's the thing mostly with me is that, like, you'll see, like, okay, so this guy, they're bringing out a right-handed pitcher for this right-handed, and you're like,
yep.
Wait,
yep.
What? Like, when you get into the strategy,
you
like,
start hearing the terms and all that shit.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute. But, like, yeah, he's already pitched 6 innings, but I'm not sure if they want to go to a left-hander here. You're like, why the fuck would that matter? And then, like, you watch it and you're like, oh, okay.
Yep.
So, like, I've been getting into it more because, like, the strategy behind it's crazy. And, I mean, I fucking watched the World Series, and that was, like, kind of the thing that I was like, okay, cool. But, like, everyone was doing fucking steroids when Barry Bonds was, so I'm not really concerned about, like, oh, Barry Bonds did steroids. Yeah, well, so did, like, half the pitchers that he was going against, and he was still smashing. You know how hard it is to hit a ball at 100 miles per hour?
Dude, you have to swing, like, right when he throws.
I've done it once.
I've never done it.
I was at a batting cage. I was in the batting cages, and like they had those neon baseballs, like the really, really bright ones.
Yeah.
And you can see it drop down. And so I was sitting there, and I saw the ball drop down. I swung right when I saw it drop. And I smashed that fucking ball. Like, that ball was like, bang, like perfect. My hands hurt so bad.
Yeah, dude.
For like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
My hands, I'm like, dog, they were like cramped up. So like, I was like fighting to open them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I was like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah, that young carpal tunnel.
Dog. So I was like, yo, why do baseball players wear gloves? And then I hit that ball. I was like, oh.
That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I remember I was playing baseball and somebody hit me with a curve one time. Like when I was a kid, I was playing baseball. Somebody threw a curve one time. And I just looked at the umpire, dog. I was like, because I never played baseball before. I was playing football and basketball, you know? And so this dude just goes, vroom, and I was like, he's like, strike. I'm like, word? And then I look at my coach, he's like, you gotta swing at those. What the fuck?
You gotta swing at those.
He's like, I'm like, coach, I don't know how. Like, they were really, in their defense, they were really cool because I didn't know shit about baseball.
Yeah.
They really tried to make me part of the team. And after like 2 years, I'm like, no, back to basketball.
Yep.
Like, nah, back to basketball. Like, I was struggling, which is funny because like I was struggling with baseball. And then the second year helped because one of my friends was on the team, like from school. And so I remember we were sitting in the dugout one time, and I was like, "Man, you're like really good at baseball, huh? Like that, like this is you." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, cool." And he goes, "Hey, man, be honest. Why aren't you just playing basketball right now?" And I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Dude, you're so good at basketball. Why aren't you just doing basketball right now?" I'm like, "I want to try baseball." He's like,
"Don't."
I get it. I was like, "What a nice dude, man."
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing about baseball: like, if you didn't start playing at 4, you're too late.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, you're too late. Sorry.
Yeah, like you don't understand. And
yo, I was 12 years old and people were throwing curveballs. I'm like,
dude, what's going on?
How do I hit that?
Yeah.
Well, the thing that kept him in, because what they did that was actually really, really cool, and I'd actually really, really like to see this more. My base that I grew up on had so many people that they had a what's it called? They had a combine. So like they put you through all these different drills, and then they would draft you. But like behind closed doors, they drafted the kids.
Yeah.
So that way, no team was like super overpowered. Because the year before, this one team was like all studs because they all lived in the same neighborhood and they all just practiced together all the time. And they broke it up by neighborhood. And then one year they broke it up by who signed up first. So all the kids that were in the previous year, they signed up first, so they had their pick of teams. This year they broke up the team, so it was a lot more even. So, but the problem is, like, we had a really, really good kid on our team, and then you had me.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yo, I'm batting 8th in the lineup. Sorry, I'm shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But the thing that kind of gave the coach hope was that, like, I was just, when I did get a hold of the ball, fucking moonshot, fucking gone, just blasting them. And like, I couldn't, when I was on target, rocket.
Yeah.
Throwing an absolute rock. Like, my coach looked at me one day because I caught the ball. I caught it off the hop, actually. Caught the ball off the hop. And so, like, bounced in front of me, caught it. And I was like, all right, cool. Because I, like, you know how, like, you've worked a glove before. Like,
yeah.
You kind of know what to do. And I'm at and this is Little League. So it's not like I'm like, yo, fucking Bo Jackson out here. But I was, like, back at the wall in left field and just threw this dude out at home. And my coach is like, the hell? He's like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't know, coach. I just, threw the ball. And so, like, I remember same practice. He was sitting there and he was watching me. And, like, I didn't know how to play at all. But I just got a good swing on a ball and just blasted it to, like, the parking lot. And he's like, damn, if I could just teach you how to do everything else on a baseball field. Like,
yeah.
That's like the one thing where I'm like freely admitting, like, nah, I sucked at that.
Nah,
I was bad at baseball.
I'm not that good at baseball either. I suck.
You know how hard it is to be good at baseball?
Yeah.
I legit think that, like, hitting a baseball is the hardest thing that we see all the time in sports.
Mm-hmm. Especially at that speed.
Dog.
And at that level.
With that movement?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you threw a 105-mile-per-hour fastball and it spins?
It's insane.
How do I hit this?
Yeah.
And how do I hit this hard and far? And like, dog, it's so like the little things in baseball are wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely wild to me. But let's hear it. Fuck it, we're still going. We haven't hit an hour yet. I was thinking about this today. What are your favorite albums? Like, okay, I want to ask that. What are the albums that you find yourself you keep going back to? Like like in your life.
Let me look it up. Where is it? Spotify. What albums do I go to? So your favorite albums and songs. It shows right here.
All time?
Or no, just the ones I always go back to. You got At Long Last ASAP, Rodeo, Crash Talk, Good AM, Watching Movies with the Sound Off, Man on the Moon 2, and Too High to Riot by Boss.
That's a hard bar. That's a hard name, I mean.
Have you ever listened to that album?
No.
You
I
should.
Listen to more Boss.
No, that album is a classic. And I don't say that a lot. That's a classic album. It's a good-ass album. Yes, and it's by Boss.
That actually leads me to my next question. What are your instant classics? What are the albums that you listen to for the first time? You're like, that's a fucking classic.
Rodeo.
Really?
Yes.
I don't really like Rodeo.
Dude, Rodeo is like my fucking all-time favorite. Like, top 5 for me.
Really?
Classic, obviously, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh, come on.
808s.
Yeah, it's been enough time since the last.
Yeah, it's just the last time we talked about Ye. The Ye Avengers are here. What else?
Full effect.
Full effect. What else, man? Like anything Mac Miller is classic to me.
Now, yeah, but
no, even before, just because I'm a huge fan of him.
I mean, I didn't really like Blue Slide Park.
Look, everything after Blue Slide Park or like, everything after Macadelic, in my opinion, or Kids, is good.
It's like half his career.
That's his whole career. That's just me.
It's everything but Easy.
Yeah. Blue Slide Park is the only album I never go back to, just because I wasn't really a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
fine.
It's not memorable in my opinion. But I do have all of Mac's albums.
As you should.
In my CD collection, and I got all Kanye. I got except for like the Pablo tour. Damn, dude, we gotta go to Zia Records, bro.
Hell yeah.
They close at 10. Just kidding. I mean, you probably
have a mask.
You probably don't want to go out. It's all good. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. I was just talking to somebody in the chat today about that, about going out. But no, I've been going back to Sound and Fury a lot by Sturgill Simpson.
Okay.
I've been going back to that a lot. One of my favorite albums of all time. My top 5 favorite albums of all time are
I can't even rank those. I can't even rank.
No, there's no rank, but like these are the ones I find myself going back to. My Beautiful Dark, Tetsuo in Youth, Sound and Fury, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars by David Bowie. I already said My Beautiful Dark. At Long Last ASAP, I find myself going back to a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Or the mixtape Rocky. The what is it? Long Live
ASAP, yeah.
That mixtape is fucking amazing.
That's one of the best mixtapes because it's really just him making shit.
Yeah. He dude, if he could ever go back to that sound,
all he needs is Clams Casino.
All he needs is Clams and Yams.
Bars.
No, bars, but I feel like after Yams, right. I feel like after Yams passed, he lost his way, you know?
Really?
In a way,
made some
yeah.
of his best shit after Yams died.
Testing?
Yams died before
At Long Last ASAP, but Yams had a big influence on it.
Because he came out with what's it called?
Like, if you listen to all the
The Mob came out with their 2 albums.
Okay, those were alright. I didn't really like those a lot. Cozy Tapes,
yeah. Cozy Tapes felt to me like, yo, this is who we're gonna bring in as our this is our label now.
Yeah.
So all the ASAP crew, Yams, not Yams, Ferg, Nav, 12E.
Nav?
Nast.
Oh, Nast. They said Nav. I'm like, what?
I meant to say Nast. I said Nav.
Nav is EXO, bro.
Oh shit, he is, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nast, 12E, Ant, Ferg, and then Playboy Cardi. A little surprised he's not ASAP Cardi, but
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter.
that's his own thing.
Yeah. But no, I like testing too. I actually like testing a lot. I feel that he's.
I just don't feel like it's what it should have been.
I think he was doing exactly what he said he was doing on that album.
Okay.
I think that and that's why I keep saying in that album and The Avengers and 808s and Heartbreaks, if you just put those two little letters behind it, EP, they get received way better than they did. I think that if you just said, hey, Kanye West is coming out the new EP, it's called 808s and Heartbreaks, I don't think people start saying that, man, what happened to Kanye? I don't think any of that shit happens.
Okay.
I really don't. Because, like, is it fair? No. But, like, imagine if Spinning Bullet to Heaven, if it said Spinning Bullet to Heaven EP. People are like, oh, well, it's not, like he did that with Wizard.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like the way that you brand something really, really matters with how people receive it. Even though it's fucking meaningless. Like, we were talking about Drake. If Drake never came out with another album, I don't think people would really care.
No.
Because he just kind of says, like, he just makes what he makes.
Mm-hmm.
But, alright, man, did we hit an hour?
Yeah, we're good.
We hit an hour. I love how we just said we're going to start hitting hours. So, listen, anything to plug?
Reminicent.com. Black Lives Matter. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. That's what I meant to say.
Yo, starvingartist.com, starvingartistcreative.com actually got a new article up today. It's probably going to be about Japanese wrestling because I like Japanese wrestling, and that's what I've been watching for the past 3 weeks.
Word.
Definitely be back here Tuesday.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do a pod Saturday for the fights. After the fights. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But we're out for the week. This will be up, if you're not watching on Twitch, this will be up Saturday at 8 a.m. The new podcast that we recorded last Tuesday will be up 12 hours ago. That came out at 8 o'clock today. So peep that if you missed it.
Word.
We're going to stay on Twitch for a little bit because I think some people want to, some people are still in the chat. So I might do, if people are still chatting, let's do a fucking question and answer or some shit. And we'll call that our Twitch exclusive. So,
word.
All right. So, hey, appreciate it. Appreciate you listening. And peace.
Peace.